Now, welcome back everyone to part 2 of doing laboratory hard mode the hardest way possible. You guys definitely watch part 1 if you haven't already. Part 1 is on the channel. Now, we already have our set perks. We also have we already completed the first two sectors, sector and sector A2. Now we're going to be completing sector B1 and sector B2. So we did this the hardest way possible. We are not refreshing at all, by the way. So enemies damage increased by 0.5% for every missing percent of their health. Now, these ones that we have right now are called exhaustion. Enemies deal 15% less damage with melee hits. Doesn't work on bosses. We also have agility. This is by far the best perk for hard and easy mode. This is the best perk to have. So we also have sprinter again. We got sprinter again. I'm not using any of my active skill abilities besides my active skill of healing. I have this one. So the one that I will be picking is going to be agility. Being able to not have as much hits as possible is going to give me that chance of enemies missing me, which would be the slasher. So you can see I'm able not to have to heal 24/7 when he hits me. It's just a small chance that he may miss me, by the way. And the chance he can miss me, sometimes the RNG for the chances, sometimes every time, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's half and half. So we're going to be taking agility on this one. Exhaustion is not a bad perk as well, by the way, but if you do not have a lot of heals, I would recommend agility if you can get it for the first sector. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes you've got to mainly eat the first sector, sometimes you've got the last sector, but the last sector at that point, might as well. So we're going to take agility on this one. Now, this one is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more different. We have a lot of traps. So if we had the trap perk, we would have took the trap perk. But right now we don't have the trap perk, so we can't take it. The trap perk is the hardest. Going through the traps is the hardest. Now, you can see agility works again with these zombies. These zombies are called vampires, by the way. These are the frozen bloaters. When they hit you, they heal. You can see he swung at me and missed. So you can see not being able to have to heal 24/7 always works. Hey Trinica, how you doing, man? It's been a while. But you can see works out for us and we're not able to be hit. Now we're going back through the non-zombies again. You can see that one hit me and it healed a little bit, not too much. But the shotgun on this one is actually the slowest weapon besides the cold python, I think. But you can see we were able to go through this and work through that. So you can see, like I said, you do not have to do side rooms, but I'm doing all the side rooms, get more XP, more through my battle pass, my free to play battle pass, and just basically doing the tasks at hand. My dog is getting tired again, which is alright. The dog is kind of worthless sometimes because he gets tired so quickly, but it's good to have a true friend dog. It is hard to get a true friend dog. I currently have 5 of them because my luck is actually good. I actually had good luck, that's all. It's full RNG when you can get a true friend dog or not. So now we're just completing all the side rooms and using the shotgun in this part. The shotgun is a little slower. We now have acid melter. It's not fun. Acid spear, sorry. I always mix them up, but they're both horrible. So both horrible too. So you can see I'm switching between the equalizer and the shotgun. Sometimes they do miss, so you don't want to be like full spraying. You can see my character starting to shake after a while. You see him shaking back and forth in a little bit. It's a small little shake, but you do not want to be holding it down because you will miss, and it does take away your gun ability as well. Keep that in mind. Now we also have a spewer, and I believe we also have an exploder. So you can see we're going to do that same exact trick we did previously when it comes to putting him down to the threshold that he needs to be at. I'm going to try not to shoot him anymore. I kind of want to kill the screamer first. I can put a little damage on him, but I don't want to do too much that I explode him when I don't need to. So I'm going to shoot him there. 78 is okay. I'm going to quit my ultimatum and do that. yeah, I'm giving tips for a video Trinico. I'm doing the entire lab. I just did part one, and this is part two of it. So I'm giving tips for people who do that want to do hard mode that are afraid to do it. But if you don't have coins, I'm doing it the hardest way possible. I did that incorrectly. So when he comes out of there, you want him to face the wall for his first spit. You want him facing you off his first spit. So if he comes over here, you want to be hugging right here. So when he comes over, he spits into the wall, and then you can do your damage, and he spits again, and then you're good. But if he spits in this hallway, you're gonna get hit sometimes. Like I got hit. I wasn't quick enough to move, so I got hit. But you want him to basically spit in the wall, do your damage, he turns around, spits again, you're able to get away. That's just to keep you guys think. So no, this is called the cold room, but it is the cold part of yeah, I'm just trying to help out. So this is the cold room. This is the worst part to be in. This is very hard to go through. This can heat you up for a small minute of time, but something doesn't always work. I'm gonna open this side room. We got a spitter, great. Great, just having a spear right here is just always wonderful. And use the shotgun. Shotgun is a little tough to use on him sometimes, but you can. So now we're gonna open the cold room. This is the cold room. This is not great to be in, by the way. These fans send you cold air, you get cold, and you sometimes will start to freeze. When those enemies are hitting you, it's not fun. It's not fun. You will die. I've died there continuously. Every single time I've done it, I have died on this. Even the best ones will die, but I don't always die if I do it correctly. You don't always die if you do it correctly. Now, I'm gonna wait till these fans go away. I need to make sure that I kill the enemies. You can see that one of the spears did come out of the vent, so you need to be thinking that as well. Me having agility helps so much by lessening the amount of healing that I will do. Sometimes I will get, sometimes I don't, but being able to lessen the hits is always good. You can see I'm gonna have to tap fire now because I was shooting constantly and my weapon was missing. Sup, regret, how you doing? I was missing constantly. I do not want that. I don't want to be wasting gun durability because sometimes these guns are sometimes hard to come by, and if you're doing lab for the first time, that means you barely have a lot of them. Now I'm gonna open these side rooms while I'm doing this. I don't use, like I said, you don't need. You can see I got cold instantly. Needed to warm up instantly. I can come here and it helps out. So you can see how hard it is just doing this the hardest way possible. But I wanted the challenge, and I wanted to show the viewers that you guys can still do it. How you doing, regret? Welcome in. But you can see, I'm just waiting for the vents. Waiting for the vents to lock off. I'm gonna wait and wait and wait. I'm gonna come, pull. And you can see I got frozen so quickly. You can see how quickly I got frozen. You can see how quickly that I'm getting cold. You can get cold very, very quickly. You can also use the cold kit that I used earlier. You can use the cold kit if you want to, but that doesn't tank as much damage as SWAT armor that I'm using right now. But if you want to use it, you can also use this armor right here, the reinforced fur jacket. You can use this. This one can combat the frozen temperatures if you need to, but it can get break very easily because it doesn't have the protection like the SWAT armor does. I currently have 32. I believe this only has, it has a lower sense of I can't remember how much armor it protects, but it doesn't protect as good as the SWAT armor. SWAT armor is still the best armor to basically help you with. So now we're gonna open the next floor. You can see I'm losing health, by the way. Lose health is also, keep that in mind. Now we also have two vampire zombies as well, the frozen zombies. I call them vampire zombies because every time they hit you, they can heal. But because of my perk of my chance of missing, they're gonna miss me, and I'm able to do more damage than they can actually heal. So keep that in mind. This is a turn and burn tactic. Every time I move my analog stick, so basically a stutter. So that's we call the stutter stat. We call it stutter stat. Just to keep that in check as well. So now I'm gonna go through. You can see we completed all. He completed all 2 already. I'm just gonna wait for these vents to go away so I don't get the cold effect. I open both side rooms, and we have a chest in there as well, which is great. But you can see, you can get through that room pretty quickly, but if you are slow, you will freeze and you will be screwed and you will die there. You will die there very, very quickly because the enemies do a lot of damage and the frozen damage on top of it as well. Now we also have a frozen zombie, and because we are in this side, there's something we're gonna do is the wall trick. In this instance, I have a gun called the gun trick. So we're gonna basically tune out and do it this way. This one's a little difficult. I could do it, I don't have to do it, but in this instance, I'm just gonna do the turn and burn tap. So you can go back through, you can see he hit me. There was a small chance of him not hitting me, by the way, but he will because he ended up bleeding me. Agility doesn't work every single time, so don't keep that in mind as well. Healed again. We're getting close to having a lot of our weapons going away. We're gonna open this room. I'm gonna kill this guy. We have another spear, which is perfect. We just love the spears. The spears just make your life easy. He's gonna spit again. When he runs at you at an angle, he's gonna spit, by the way. He's never gonna run at you face on and spit. You can see he spit again, he spat again, because he's running at me at an angle. You can see he's running at me at an angle again. He's running at me at another angle, so he will spit. You can see the angle? He's gonna spit again. If he runs at you full force, like he did just now, he's gonna do, he spat. He's always gonna spit if he runs at you at an angle. So keep that in mind. Now, there's this room right here. This is a waste of time. Don't kill him. He's difficult. Don't waste your weapons on him. You're probably gonna use more weapons than you did on all the other rooms that I just basically did. Do not do it. You will waste a lot of your guns, and you don't have a lot of these guns probably to begin with, so it's best not. Now, we can do this at range if I wanted to, which I will right now. I'm gonna do my ultimatum, do a couple shots on the Juggernaut, 3 shots on him, and he goes down. Thank you, Gator, as well. Gator W chat, Gator W. And we're able to just kill these bloaters, and we're good. You can see, pretty easy when you can get through some of these as quickly as possible. Now we're gonna go here, use my ultimatum, bring him closer to me, basically get a couple shots in from range so I don't have to do all my damage up close, and they're both dead. I am missing. You can see I need to tap fire instead of full firing because these weapons are tuned to miss. There is a perk that I will show at the end that will show that, well, I can show it soon. It's called Action Hero. It is one of the best perks in the laboratory. It helps you not miss. So I can lay down, I can hold down this weapon, I can hold down this weapon and not miss a single bullet. That's why it's the best perk in the game. So you just need to basically tap fire. I can do a small spray and then tap fire, spray again, tap fire, spray again, and it resets it, by the way. It just resets that damage. I can spray fire, and I'm good. But don't spray fire constantly because you will miss and you will waste the damage that you were supposed to output instead of missing it. This one was a little smaller, but we were able to get through, and now we have Juggernaut, and we also have Screamers, which aren't horrible at all. You can see the Juggernauts, and the Juggernauts are the more dangerous one, but the Screamers aren't like a big threat. They're kind of pushovers, so you can take your time and kill them. Just make sure they don't scream, and you're good. When the Screamers are on their own, they're kind of a pushover, but if they're a group of people, like the Spewer, Spitter, or the Slasher, you're dead. Juggernaut, also you're dead. If they stun you, and the Spewer spews, and you're in the toxic waste, your health will go down, you will die. Same thing with the Slasher. Slasher hits you, bleeds you, continuously hits you, the bleeding will take over as well, and you die. So you can see the Screamer on its own, It's easy to kill. When it's with a team, he kills you. Now we're in the second and final set of the lab. This is the final part of the lab. Oh, I need to fill the reactor. Forget that you need to fill it again as well. So we're gonna fill that and be back with you guys. We fill that real quick. Let's fill this really quickly. I'll keep this in. Fill this really quickly. But this is the final side of the lab. You can see we got through the lab pretty quickly. We died once? We died once in this entire run. So you just got to be careful when you're doing certain things. You can loot this and get your food and water. I forgot about that completely. And let me go back and let me fill this really quickly. But you can see it can get easy doing it the hardest way possible. You just need to be smart on the said perks you pick and the debuffs, because the debuffs can be the one that screws you over more than your buffs. Debuffs can screw you over royally, not even a joke. It can screw you over a lot, especially if you pick a perk and then the debuff cancels it out. You would not know what to do, and I'm saying that very late. I needed more. I forgot. I need to fill it. Might as well just fill it one time instead of putting half in. It can be very easy to do, but you also still need to be cautious in how you're doing it. Make sure you know where your debuffs are. Make sure you pick the correct perk that will help you and still cut off the debuff a little bit from said enemy. If they're doing more damage at a certain threshold, you want to be doing a certain damage as well at said threshold as well. So be careful in what you're picking and make sure that the debuff is not overshadowing your buff. That's just to keep that in check as well. So now we're gonna go back over to the second floor and we're gonna continue and finish off this, because we're basically done after this. There's a third floor, but the third floor doesn't have enemies. It just needs to be updated. So now this is the final one. Oh, we have it. It's the luck of the draw. This is the luck of the draw. This is the best perk in the game. I literally just talked about it. We have Executioner again. We also have Second Chance. When your health drops below 5%, you can partially restore it by killing an enemy. And we have Action Hero. Your weapon doesn't miss anymore. This is the best perk in the game, hands down. And I was able to get it. I got it at the end, which sucks. But this final boss fight would make up for it. If I got it from the beginning, it would make my life easy. I wouldn't have to worry about doing a turn and burn tactic or have to tap fire. I don't have to do that whatsoever. So we're gonna take Action Hero, and now the final one is say enemies take 50% less damage from melee weapons. If this was easy mode, then it would have a little bit of a problem. But this is hard mode. You cannot really use much melee weapons on hard mode, besides the other spore thing I was talking about earlier in part 1 of the video. But in this case, I have no worry because I'm only using guns. That's all I'm using. All I'm using a gun. So we're gonna charge up the last set of this. I believe is the last set. Yes, it is. And now I can go basically guns a-blazing, if that makes sense. I don't think I have any more of these weapons in here. I should. Do I? I do. I have protected neutralizers. I'll take the neutralizers because they are a little easier to use and better to use. I'll take a resonator as well. And I'm good on my lab weapon. So now, you can see, look at this. You can see how this gun sounds just by holding it down. I'm just spraying. You can see, that's why Action Hero is the best perk in the game. Best perk in the game. Hands down. No need to worry about recoil. That's basically it. Don't have to worry about recoil. I can sit and just spray to my heart's content. Basically it. Just sit and spray and enjoy. You can see? There you go. Nice and easy. Just can spray the enemies at this point now. I don't have to worry at anything because Action Hero makes my life easy and I'm able to spray down enemies and be good on that point at that front. Now we're almost done, chat. This is another part here that's gonna be pretty tough. This is the only side room you really have to open, because you need to actually get to that terminal to open the next room. So we're gonna open that there, touch this terminal, open the other room, and now this room is a little bit tricky. You can see those little lasers, those green. Oh yeah, so the only enemy you should use melee weapons on is the Shambler, because of the extra damage you could do if you cut off his right arm. I'm only doing 10, I would do a little bit more. So now you see these little lasers, these green lasers produce spores. If you guys watch part 1, we were able to get plague. Plague actually helps me with these spores. I don't have to worry about these spores at all, so I can trip these lasers. You can see it's a pattern. You see the pattern, you can actually go by the pattern and not hit the lasers, but because I don't have to worry about the pattern at all, I can just run right through and I'm Gucci. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about it whatsoever. I'm pretty set on that, so I'm gonna wait for that to go away. I'm gonna run directly through. You could do it the other way. Sometimes it doesn't always work. I'm gonna wait for it to disappear. Then I'm gonna go here. I know where it is already. Wait for the laser. Go into the middle. Wait for the laser again. I'm gonna wait for it one more time, so it cuts me off again. There you go. And I'm gonna wait again. Wait for it to disappear. And I go in the corner. I know already. In this room, it's kind of sucks because I need to open here. So if you don't have to worry about the lasers whatsoever, it's the sucky part, but you're gonna take damage from right there. You can see I took damage. So I lost a little bit of my battle armor. So first lasers, I'm gonna come back here, not activate it. You can see one's at the very top by the stairs. I'm gonna stop right here, so it doesn't activate it. But this room now is gonna make me activate these again, by the way. So just to keep that in mind. Open here, Fetid Corpse, worst enemy. So you can say I activated it, but I don't have to really worry about it at all, because I have Plague. But you can do it that way, but this room alone is the hardest part because of this room and the spores. So you're going to be using a lot of medkits just to keep that. Just keep that in mind. You're going to use a lot of medkits there. So we're done there. I'm going to charge it because why not? You can get a lot of charges out of these. These are like the best weapons to have. You can see I'm not getting my maximum health is not going down because I have Plague, and I'm very, very happy that I picked Plague. Now, we have another exploder. You guys know the trick already if you guys watch part 1, but I'm going to show you here in part 2 again. Get him down to the threshold. Took him down to 70. When he gets to 50 health, he explodes. Speaks for itself. Now, 70 and the ultimatum does just the amount of damage to not let him explode, and you're going to get all of the points for him. That's exactly what you want to do. Get every single point from your enemies. Progresses your battle pass, and you get free rewards from that way. Now, open here. There's another hard part as well. This is a hard part when it comes to that spore room. Also the frozen here. And we also have this as well. Oh, I can't shoot through this if I could. There we go. Now, this bad boy. One of the most dangerous enemies in the game. Frozen Giant. His eyes are sometimes red and he one-shots you, by the way, no matter how your health is. So when his eyes is red, he one-shots you. And it's happened to me only time when his eyes are red. It's never happened to me any other time. So you can see I'm getting freeze damage, which is not good. Those can get you frozen very, very quickly. And you lose health every single tick. Keep that in mind. I don't need to open the side rooms. Like I said, I'll loot at the very end. You don't have to open the side rooms just so that if you want to save your weapons and stuff. Don't open the side rooms whatsoever. I did say that a lot in part 1. I'm going to say in part 2 as well. You do not need to open those side rooms whatsoever. So I'm gonna kill the slasher quickly. And slasher is dead. We're getting a lot of freeze damage as well, but it's okay. We can heal through it. Now I have the ultimatum. And there you go. You can see this lightning room. The hardest room as well. This room you need to be quick and maneuver. Well, you need to be pretty slow, but you need to still maneuver very well. Now, I'm gonna show you this. So this goes clockwise and counterclockwise. Right now, this is going counterclockwise, by the way. It's going the opposite direction. This is going left to right. All of them are the same. You can see how it's spinning around. Now, I need to open this room. I'm gonna back off, not to get electrocuted, but I need to follow this. And there's enemies, by the way. I'm gonna aggro that enemy there. I'm gonna aggro him, kill him, and I need to open this to make it go the opposite direction because I can't go through the electricity. I'm gonna kill him. Now I need to be smart here. Need to follow here, follow it, and need to be moving constantly. And there's an enemy here, and there's also an enemy called the parasite. So you can see I need to do this. If I don't, I am screwed. I am screwed if I don't do that correctly. I can die very, very fast. That electricity can tap you twice and you die. Now, killing off the fetid corpse. Pretty easy. Kill the fetid corpse, he will just do the spore damage to you. All good. Don't worry about it. Now, another harder room now is this room. They're turrets. You can see the lights. The lights are basically the turrets. They can turn on you. Yeah, they're green, but they won't be green for too long. So, what you're going to do, you still might get hit by them. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you heal. Like I said, keep that in mind. Make sure you heal. If you don't heal, you die. Makes sense, right? So, you can see the lights. What we're going to do, you can see these targets. These are basically what they were doing. Protecting and showing off their targeting range of their turrets. So, now I run behind here. You can see the light isn't on me yet. And I go here again. I'm basically using this cover. You can see it turn red now because I got caught by the light. Sometimes you can avoid it, sometimes you cannot. You cannot always avoid it. Keep that in mind. You cannot always avoid it. Now I'm gonna use my. You can see I'm getting hit, by the way. I'm getting hit that entire time. I'm trying not to shoot the turn. I'm trying to shoot the spear. I'm getting shot, by the way. Every single time I'm gonna get shot. Keep that in mind. So I got spear and I also have a melter. This is where the party happens. He's gonna spit again. I'm gonna have to run through the spit. Just make sure you go in an area where you don't get all the spit and you're good. See, the turn is hitting me the entire time. He will do that the entire time. So make sure your armor is healthy. Make sure you have med kits. If your armor is in the red, please change it, because then if your armor breaks in a battle, you're screwed. You won't be able to tank much. So I'm gonna run through, take a little 3 damage, take it all the time, You're gonna take it the entire time. Now my armor's red. What do I do? Did I just say? I changed my armor. Make sure you have armor on deck, in your inventory, or if you go in your inbox and you have armor, even better. I'm gonna switch to SWAT armor, just to have my Hatuga. Yeah, exactly. So just make sure that you have your armor. You go here. You open this, and we're literally at the final stretch of the final boss battle, by the way. And having Action Hero makes your life 10 million times better. If you do not have Action Hero, it's okay. Pick another perk and be smart with by holding down your weapons. You're basically doing the same thing. You're basically doing the same thing you did that I did in part 1 to part 2. Nothing changes. Just make sure you don't spray down your weapon like I am doing right now because I have Action Hero. Just make sure you do all have to do all of easy mode and be able to unlock perks. I'm doing the same thing here, chat. I equipped my ultimatum. I brought 2, and I can just, I won't that far, bring it down to the threshold of 70, and you one shot him. Now, you open here, you open that, you basically move that, and this is what we call a ray gun. It's basically like a ray gun. You're gonna basically shoot it, and it goes directly through the wall. This is one of the best things as well. No, Toxic Darter. One of the worst enemies in the game. This will do 40 damage to you no matter what armor you have. No matter what armor you have, you can have SWAT armor, you can have tactical armor. No matter what armor you have, it will do 40 damage to you no matter what, even if you're naked. Now, the weapons of choice that we're going to be using for this bad boy is going to be these ones. So, I'm going to basically put them in my inventory correctly because you guys know when you the new update, you don't need to have 2 weapons equipped. You can just have one and it goes to the next one. I just have 2 just to be efficient. You don't have to do it that way. We're going to equip all these weapons that can be healed up. If not, I'll charge them for their final charge just to be safe as well for that instance. I just want all the automatic more weapons more than the non-automatic weapons, which would be the pistols and stuff. So I'm going to put that there, and I will equip this, and we're going to blow through them. So we did all of that. We have all our stuff to loot, and now this is going to be the final boss battle of part 2. We only ended up fighting 2 bosses, and these are the only 2 bosses you should fight. I wouldn't recommend fighting the other bosses because you use so much more and you get so little, and they're not really worth it, especially if you want to finish it off. Thank you, Intense and Gator. So now, the final boss battle. One of the, not hardest, but not easiest. Just to keep that in mind. Like I said, make sure you have, I would recommend bringing 5 stacks of medical kits, of the first aid kits. If you do not have all the first aid kits like I have, I would recommend bringing bandages. But if you don't have bandages, well, you should always have bandages. Bring more bandages because bandages do more or less healing. So you're gonna have 6 set of bandages, but also make sure you have med kits. These are necessary for these locations. You're gonna waste more bandages than med kits. I know that sounds stupid, but because bandages heal so little, they only heal 40 to 60. Med kits heal 100 one time. You're gonna use 2 bandages to 1 med kit. 2 bandages to 1 med kit. So if I have 20 bandages, I'm using 2 more bandages, sometimes 4 more bandages than a med kit. So I only probably went through 2 stacks so far, maybe a stack and a half, if so much. So now, this boss battle is hard. I'm going to go into here and I'm going to show you these little openings here are lasers. A laser will pop up and you can see the boss down there. You can see him over my healing button. You can see basically looks like, he looks like. So now he's up. There you go. Now, you ready for this boss battle? Let's go. The MK, he's basically other MK's brother. So now the first laser just popped up, chat. First laser just popped up. 2 lasers just popped up just now. And we're running. I'm going to bring them over here because I want to see the lasers. I do not want to be distracted by these enemies. Now we're going to kill these enemies. He's going to continuously hit me. I'm going to active heal. I'm going to move. First set of lasers went on that side. He can stun you. Make sure you don't get stunned in the first laser shot. I'm going to go over here. Action Hero makes my life 20 million times easier because I'm able to get through here. I only ended up breaking 3 weapons so far. And he's dead. I broke 3 weapons that entire time just because of Action Hero. If I didn't have Action Hero, I would break more because I would miss a lot more. So that's why I said Action Hero is the easiest one to have, and you should definitely unlock it. But that is it. We completed the entire laboratory in 2 parts. On stream saw the entire part. But that is really it for me. Hope you guys did enjoy being completed hard mode on the hardest challenge ever. Not being able to recycle perks, but we were able to complete it. But I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.